Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense.
G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Through the Lens, presented to you by the Unholy Trinity. That's me, Sun Dude. On my far right, what the I knew something.
Yikes.
We're gonna get demonetized, but on the far right, that's Zephyros.
It is me.
And on my right, that's Patronus Gold.
Hello.
Today we're doing a film. We're reviewing a film and discussing this film that was filmed during quarantine. It goes by the name of Malcolm and Marie.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Film director Malcolm Elliott returns home from his film premiere with his girlfriend Marie Jones. Their relationship is tested when they discuss the film, their lives, the film industry, and society.
Very deep.
Very deep.
Yeah.
It's directed by Sam Levinson, written by Sam Levinson. It casts John David Washington and Zendaya as the only actors in this film. It is produced by Sam Levinson, Zendaya, John David Washington, along with Kevin Turin, Ashley Levinson, and a bunch more people. I guess we'll start with some initial impressions. How did we feel about this film?
Oh, boys, I thought this was a technical masterpiece, especially what they were able to accomplish during COVID quarantine time, you know?
Yeah.
I think so everything's technically good. I think the writing is decent on the most part, but it does have a few issues in terms of story and, I guess, what it means to be a movie.
It doesn't really have a objective.
Yeah. Which we'll talk about more in writing, but yes. That's what I'm kind of getting at.
Yeah.
I agree, mate. It is quite a objectively, in a technical way, good movie.
Yeah.
Very artsy, in a way.
Yeah. So, without further ado, well, we'll start off with acting, but we've only got two actors here to talk about. How do we feel about John and Zendaya's acting?
What can you say that hasn't already been said in any of their past performances? You know.
Yeah.
You can say they're bad.
Sure, that hasn't been said.
But yeah,
yes,
they're good.
but unfortunately, they were good in the film, and they have really good on-screen chemistry. You know, very believable. Yeah.
Very good.
And it was interesting to see them in, I guess, these are quite different roles than I've seen them play in the past. Very much more expressive.
Yeah.
Lots of real grr, you know what I mean?
Very bringing the passion into the act.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
I argue that they're more of the emotional payoff of the story than even the writing itself. Their acting is what really to me made it the emotional aspect really hit home.
Yeah. Since we're talking about writing, you want to talk about writing now?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with some positives. In terms of positives, I think that pretty realistic argument, I guess, to some extent. Not that I don't think any of us can really relate to this, because it's
very aggressive argument.
Very aggressive. Plus, it's got the whole they're in high society and in that art field of UV people.
They're just dramatic individuals.
They're very dramatic. Yeah. I like the way the story kind of unfolds like a real argument. You get stuff from the past becomes unearthed, and the audience gets to know more, while also reflecting on the way arguments develop.
Because that's a good
That's pretty cool.
storytelling device.
Yeah,
It is,
very
yeah.
smart way to do exposition and backstory.
Yeah, yeah.
Any other good things?
I mean, good. Oh, they had some. The
Criticisms.
writing itself was like the dialogue was pretty like. I guess that also goes with acting, the way they just like bounced off each other. You know,
Yeah.
that's a good for. What's the? It felt like dialogue. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John David Washington himself was like, it was beautiful words I heard. That was a quote. So
Yeah, there are some. There are at least for
There's some
me.
memorable
I found
quotes
some
in
really
there.
emotional parts in the film. Yeah.
yeah.
That I was just like, damn, that's emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also feel like writing has also is like a double-edged sword.
Mm.
Do you want to talk more about that?
Oh, you want to talk about that since you brought it up?
I brought it up as to start the
Oh,
conversation. I don't
I
know.
thought you would have started. Okay. I'll go back. I guess there are a few things. I'll just start with the first one being, you know how I said like it's a pretty good, I guess, realistic argument. That's also kind of a bad thing as well because like, why is it a movie? We never really understand why we're watching this, and at some points it's just like more than why are we watching this movie, it's like I feel uncomfortable watching this movie at certain points, I think.
Just like real life. When
Just
you're
like
in an
real life,
argument, mate.
which yeah, makes sense. So I kind of guess I get what the filmmakers are going for, but at the same time,
Does
why?
it make it a good movie? Does it make it a... It's like a... Yeah, the argument makes it... Well, in a conventional light, it's not really moving the story anywhere, but
Yeah.
in a experimental lens, you can see, dialogue,
Yeah,
argument.
yeah,
And like real arguments or like more like shit arguments, it doesn't really go anywhere. You're just bringing
yeah,
up shit and it doesn't
yeah,
reach an objective end.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like Sunny was saying earlier, it's kind of repetitive, yeah, in some nature.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Just you get the same argument.
Well, they're
It feels like
different
you're getting the same
arguments.
argument over and over.
Which I guess makes sense in a real argument, somewhat, but like I don't really get why we have to watch it. You know what I mean?
But maybe that was the point. But
Which
I
yeah,
don't know.
Maybe
and the movie's about what, an hour and a half,
hour
right?
and 40.
Hour and 40.
With not
But
even
I
much
don't
of
know. I
the
felt,
credits and stuff.
It
but it
might be
feels
about the
kind of long.
dysfunctional relationship
Yeah,
in society, mate.
yeah,
Society.
It would make sense that it feels long. It's just there's not much variance where you
Yeah.
can really feel like uh it doesn't it doesn't feel like it takes up much of your time. It's
yeah,
mostly the same things that to me I didn't really feel like
Oh, maybe that's it, mate. It ends.
that's the payoff
perhaps
of the movie. It ends.
The argument
I don't think
ends.
that's never a good movie if it's like
Well,
I'm
not
so
like the
happy it
movie
ended,
ends. More
right?
like the argument ends.
And so I guess so does the movie. Yeah.
Yes, and so does the movie.
It's really just a full spoiler review, honestly.
yeah.
It's like,
It's easy
okay,
to do,
we're
though.
going. Alright, we should have done a spoiler warning, but if it's full spoilers, it's not that there's really.
Just put a
I
bit
honestly
in the
don't
start.
remember much of the stuff that were really.
He dropped something again.
Yes, I put the recorder on my table
Oh, beautiful.
Alright.
and then I knocked the slide whistle off.
Yeah. Yeah. In terms of the content of the argument, I don't know. Can we really judge whether it was like necessary or not because we don't really know that much beyond this argument. If you know, like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. If they felt like just characters, you can kind of like judge what they're doing, sort of thing. But in the way that this story is told and how we feel like we're like kind of like spying on their argument, we can't really make any judgments about the characters and about what they're doing because that kind of, I don't know, kind of feels wrong. Does that make sense?
But in a way, we
Yeah.
can say that they're both individuals
Dumbasses.
with flaws, you know?
Yeah, dumbasses.
Dumbasses. But
Yeah.
within that dialogue, there is also like themes of what do we have? I don't know, criticizing the movie industry and I don't know, we got narcissism and a bunch of stuff that humans do.
Which, yeah, so I guess another bad thing, in my opinion, was like that sort of stuff, like the criticism of the film industry, because it feels like it's kind of deflecting possible criticism that the movie could receive, in a way. But I guess they're trying to be meta.
Oh yeah, meta, that's the word.
Yeah,
They
they're
might
trying to
be
be
trying
meta.
to be meta.
Which I don't know. Does it work? I don't think so. But what about you? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
Well, it's like a maybe for me because I'm still like, is it meta? Is it just ass? You know.
Yeah.
Important moment. They both took a shit.
That is very important.
Very deep.
Comes down to the writing.
That is symbolism for all the
How the
shit
writing is half
society
shit. Yeah.
throws at us. We are the toilet bowl of society.
And they're like monkeys. Throwing their shit
Yeah.
at us. Yeah. Very deep. Deeper than this
Very,
movie.
very deep. Very good discussion.
I mean, that's what you subscribe to the Unholy Trinity for, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
We are three flawless individuals, of course. That's why we can criticize anything.
Yes. Writing done?
I guess.
We shall.
Writing took up a bunch of time, eh? Alright, moving on to cinematography, which they had to do some very innovative things in this film for the cinematography, considering that they were filming during the pandemic. And if you read on Wikipedia, the trusted source of information that it is, let's see. Quote, the film followed local COVID-19 safety protocols, including the entire cast and crew being quarantined during shooting.
Yeah.
Among other
Good
things.
stuff.
So also, no more than 12 people were allowed on set at a time. So,
Keeping COVID safe.
definitely.
Absolutely.
And to do that, you saw a lot of examples where, they were like the camera was outside the house behind a window.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of close-ups as well, but limited.
Yeah.
But when
Only
it
the
came to it,
scenes.
the close-ups did do their job anyways.
Yes.
Also, they filmed this film on film, not digitally.
Yeah.
Could
And
Kodak film.
when we bring up the meta thing again, they literally refer to it in the film as, well, when Malcolm was talking about like,
Doesn't matter if it's film or
yeah, it doesn't-
digital.
that's right.
Or
yeah.
does it?
Exactly.
Do we
Well,
like
it's
it
like-
more because it's film? Maybe.
Well, I kind of like it more.
Yeah. Me too.
It's an aesthetic. But I guess some movie critics will be like, this is a real film because it's shot on film.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was also black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was black and white. This is like the big thing about this film that we didn't mention. It was black and white.
I mean, I thought we were talking about visuals. So like, yeah.
Let's
Actually,
move on to
true.
visuals then.
Oh, I
Else?
wasn't. We haven't done with cinematography. We haven't actually said if it was good or not. We just said what it was.
I'd say it was good.
I also say it was good.
I also say it was good. Let's move on to visuals and visuals.
Wait. I like their like one-shot takes and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Very masterful use of the camera. They have like very long takes without cuts. And the way they use the like filming from outside of the house, they use it very creatively, like almost as if it was like,
Barriers.
yeah, it's very interesting. I think this movie's a good like template for like media students, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that its R rating is gonna let in much schools give students access to it, but
Wait,
Oh,
there,
you're allowed to watch you can watch
Oh.
MA movies in
there is no
media in
penis in there, so
Australia.
it's all good.
Yeah,
Neither
just some ass.
there are no like blood.
I think
It's just
a
ass.
film where John David Washington eats some ass is gonna be condemned by some teachers.
Oh, we're watching John David Washington fight white supremacists. You know, Black Klansman and media.
Black clans.
Yeah. All right. Cinematography.
Visuals,
Done?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Black and white.
Black and
Very nice.
white.
Aesthetic.
Yeah.
The thing about
Anything
black
else?
and white.
Oh, you
I
go ahead.
feel like. Sorry.
The thing about black and white.
Yeah.
It gives you a nice like contrasty kind of thing happening,
Yeah.
which I like.
Which. Yeah, I thought it's also kind of. I don't know if I'm reading too deep into this. Could relate to the story. You know, like the contrasting sides of an argument.
Oh yeah.
But they're black and white. They're opposites, but they are still like fitting together in this world. Like the couple in the movie, they're clashing, but they're still like
Whoa,
Together.
yeah, together. You know.
damn, bro. That
That's
was
deep.
deep. But I just like black and white because I like black and white.
Yeah. Me too.
Any more
And I
visual?
want to talk about the set design as well.
Oh yeah, set design. Cool
Set
house.
design. Yeah. They were definitely. I think it was the set was like constructed more around what was easy for the camera to use.
Shooting took place entirely at the Caterpillar House, a private home in Carmel by the Sea, California.
Yeah. It's in a very like remote location, right?
I assume so.
Yeah.
That
And
kind
the
of
way
reminds me.
windows around the house and stuff, so it's easy to film
Yeah, they shout a lot.
inside. Yeah. They do shout a lot.
You know what they also did a lot? Smoke cigarettes.
Yes. Cigarettes solves all of your problems.
I just read
Yes.
something that the Caterpillar House was made with ranch ideals.
Ranch. Ideal.
Dr. Phil would be happy.
Damn.
Yeah. Anything else to write home about with the visuals?
Nah.
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 Alright, final thing. Music. And there was a
Ooh.
lot of music in this film.
And every
Especially-
song in the film had story context.
Good old jazz.
Yep.
Yeah.
And IMDb has a list of the songs. So, what was IMDb that had the list of the songs? I forget now. But if I bring them up, see,
And
yep.
Zendaya be like, stop listening to jazz. It doesn't change anything. And
In
then
a
she tries
sentimental
to
mood. Yep, I forgot to be your lover.
be nice again by listening to jazz.
It's
So
more like
jazz is kind of
Malcolm
like it's like part of the story.
externalizes his feelings in songs.
Yeah. Or maybe he just
Uh,
wants to sing. Maybe he's like Sunman.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Some other songs such as Down and Out in New York City when they're coming home, I believe. Selfish, Yum Yum, Gimme Some.
Yummy.
That summarizes Malcolm's character.
Yes.
Macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
We can't forget
Oh,
Get
that
Rid of
bit.
Him.
Oh yeah.
Wasted, Going Home, and Liberation.
Yeah.
So a lot of, just from the song titles, you can tell there's a lot of theme relevant music in this film.
Yeah.
That's true.
I really like the song.
How did you feel about how the films work in the whole context of the film then?
How the music worked?
Yeah. In
Yeah.
context of the film, yeah.
Yeah, they all fit the. Well, I guess good with that characterization of Malcolm, especially, but also you get what's it Marie. You get like a bit of her perspective with that one song.
That
Yeah.
she plays.
Yeah.
Overall, I think kind of gives it like the music also helps gives the movie that whole noir vibe with the black and white and the jazz.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of James Brown.
Yeah, James Brown.
James Brown.
Kinda
Check
not.
out our review of One Night in Miami. That was James Brown, right?
Was it James Brown?
No, she does Sam Cooke. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's you just be racist.
Maybe I am. Can we cut that out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's staying in, bruv. Well, yeah. That's about it. And do we have any specific points we want to go over for like our half spoiler zone?
Nah, I kind of brought up everything.
Mac and
Alright.
cheese.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
mac
kinda
and
funny.
cheese. I've never really had mac and cheese before. I told this to you guys
Yeah.
for the viewers at home. There's
Yeah.
there's some information for you.
Well, I guess for your first time, it'll be a good experience to taste the good old Blue Craft box of mac and cheese, right?
That tastes like trash.
Exactly, but it's like an
Don't wanna
initiation mac and cheese for
No,
everyone.
you gotta eat good mac and cheese and then go back and eat trash.
No, you gotta eat the trash one to appreciate the
No,
good
because
one.
then how he's gonna get off on the wrong foot, mate. He's gonna think, oh, mac
I'll
and cheese is
start
bad.
bad, and then I gradually grow my taste buds for mac and cheese until I eat something made by some famous Italian chef.
Mac and cheese
Yes.
is American, mate.
Well, in
By
Italy, it's
some
probably
famous
called like
American chef.
Parmesan. What's macaroni in Italian? It's macaroni. Parmesan fucking macaroni bowl. Mm.
Mac and
What's ma- what's
cheese.
ma- What's macaroni in American?
Macaroni
I think it's,
and
Mac and cheese.
mac and-
formaggio. That's mac and cheese, right?
Yeah, it'll have some Italian name instead of mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
it's
mean,
definitely
like
better.
even like spaghetti bolognese is in Italian.
Honestly,
It's
from just
spaghetti
looking at how
alla
mac and cheese is
Bologna.
made in the film, I could probably learn to make it myself.
Yeah, you probably could, mate.
But go ahead, Theo. Sorry.
I was saying spaghetti alla Bologna. That's
Spaghetti
spaghetti
alla
bologna.
puttanesca.
Bolognese. Yeah, spaghetti alla puttanesca.
Spaghetti alla Bologna is just fucking spaghetti from Bologna, yeah, mate.
Yeah, 'cause that's bolognese spaghetti, mate. It's spaghetti from Bologna.
Yeah, but it's not spaghetti bolognese, mate. They're two different things, mate.
Exactly.
That's an
So the real
American
one is
thing.
spaghetti alla Bologna.
Sure, mate, but okay.
We'll have some spaghetti alla bolognese and champagne.
Yeah.
But we have to go to Europe to have proper ones. Maybe
Let's
that'll
go.
be an
Let's go to
Unholy
Italy,
Trinity
boys.
special down the road.
1 million subscribers special, we'll go to Italy, okay?
Food
Promise?
reviews.
If we make it to 1
Well,
million
we've already
subs,
made the promise.
guys will 100%.
Are you paying
I
for
mean,
the
you guys
tickets?
will be-
to
You
help
guys
us
will be funding
remember.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, what a tangent we went on. That's the review, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
it
not cutting
was.
anything except my slightly racist remark.
No, we're keeping that in. Too
No, I
bad.
keep that in. Fuck.
Hey, well, we might keep it out. I don't know.
I don't mind. It wasn't really racist. I made a mistake. But yeah.
It's
So-
racist undertones, man.
Excuse me, Mr. Bologna man.
Yes.
Yes.
Guy, is it time
Yeah.
for the final verdict?
I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
it
it
is,
is, yeah.
man.
Oh, it is. All right. So, as always, starting on the far right, Theo, take us away.
A pretty banging movie. Argument the movie. took a shit on the mac and cheese.
Jeez.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. All right, Jack. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Technically, a marvelous movie. Also good stuff to inspire you young indie filmmakers who think, yo, might not be able to do your filmmaking, but this movie made in quarantine and it looked good, better than a lot of movies that I've seen recently.
Budget 2.5 million.
Wait, really?
According to
See,
Deadline Hollywood.
It was probably like
oh, you can shoot
renting
it
out
on an
their house
iPhone,
and
mate,
yeah.
and shoot it at your house, so it's free.
Hell yeah, let's go. Easy. We'll just hire some actors.
Just make
We'll
sure the neighbors don't
we'll make this
complain
cool.
when you shout at a woman and then shout slurs.
That the police come.
FYI, the Euphoria crew and producers who would have otherwise been unemployed, they worked on this film and they invested their money from Euphoria to make this because it had to be Euphoria.
Is that
to
why
be
Euphoria season 2 is like not coming for ages?
I don't know.
I haven't seen the Christmas specials and stuff yet either, but I'll watch them.
Also, it probably costs a lot
I like
because they use
Euphoria.
film.
Oh yeah,
There's
that
nothing.
would be a factor.
and also famous actor John
Yes.
David Washington. Yeah, and today was already part of it, but yeah. Was just saying, yeah, all that good stuff. I think the writing is kind of uncomfortable. Doesn't really have much of a reason for existing. Though it does have some good lines, some interesting stuff, but overall, I think mostly a weak writing. So my rating will also be a 7 out of 10.
Ah, 7. Let's go with a difficult decision here. I'm gonna go with a 7.
Mate, I thought you were going to go with a
Wow.
10. No
That is
way.
fake news.
Oh, you might have
Fake
gone with a
news.
6.9, mate.
Oh, that's true. Missed opportunity. We should have
Alright,
all gone
We'll
6.9.
round it down to a 6.9.
I'll also round mine down to 6.9.
Well, that just makes it lower.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
6.97, pretty much the same.
Alright.
With an
That's the
average
review.
of 6.97.
How fitting is it that this film was a 6.9?
Yes, mate.
Very cool. All
Yeah.
right, that's the review, guys. Subscribe if you want more shit like this.
Follow me on twitch.tv/Patronus. I'm back, baby, and I'm streaming Forward Order after this recording.
He's
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Back.
Back again.
They don't know that. They don't know you're gonna when the recording is.
I don't. Yeah, that's
the
more of
point
a.
is he's back.
The point is I'm back. Yeah, that's right.
He's back, baby.
Yeah.
Guess who's back? Back
Back
again.
again. Twitch.tv/Patronus.
go.
Back.
Back.
Tell a friend.
Guess
Guess
who's
who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess
You know,
who's
you know
back?
who's also back?
What? Who?
The end of the video.
Oh shit.
Oh,
God.
bye.
Bye bye.
Sayonara.